So we are live. Hello everybody. Let me just get the link real quick so I can send out the tweet. And it's gonna keep trying to play this whole opening scene. Alright. So, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into this today. So, yes, we met this guy. At the end of the last stream. Let's see. I spin around in surprise and see someone who appeared out of nowhere by the window. A calm, androgynous-seeming figure. The moonlight gives his skin a bluish glow and gleams off his eyes. With the city lights sparkling outside behind him, he looks very beautiful. Who are you? And how did you... Oh, here's the thing, I'm gonna give him a voice too. Oh, did I startle you? I apologize. I do seem to go unnoticed at times. You must be the new tenant. Lupin has told me all about you. My name is SAINT-GERMAIN. I am honored by the title of Count in France. However, for the moment, I have the whimsical position as master of this estate. I warmly welcome you, Miss Rena. He smiles warmly. So this is the owner of this mansion. You seem... you need not address me as Count, though just call me SAINT-GERMAIN. Did you say you were from France? He seems to find his question funny, or seems to find this question funny. Yes, that is where I am currently from. Currently from? What is that supposed to mean? It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Rena. Your arrival has been tugging at the threads of fate for a long time. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm terribly sorry to have confused you. In any case, I welcome you to my home. Let us enjoy our time together. He smiles. Perhaps it's the moonlight or the lights from the city. I don't know why, but even though his smile seems welcoming and friendly, I feel a bottomless coldness. It's almost like looking at a smile on a painting, not on a real person. By the way, Miss Rena, were you looking for something? What is the matter? I was looking for Cece. Cece? Ah, the cute little dog. Lupin did tell me that the animal seemed to have warmed up to you. Are you going to be taking care of him? I'd like to try to do what I can. I see. I'm sure Impy will be jealous. But that is, Cece's whereabouts are unfortunately a mystery to me as well. I see. Maybe that shadow I saw has something to do with it. You saw a shadow? I saw something in the hallway earlier. It looked like someone in armor.
鎧姿ですか
Armor? I have
私
no
の屋敷に
tenants
は
in my
そ
mansion
のよ
like
うな
that.
それにそのような姿を
And
してい
if
たら
one were
立てる
to
面
dress
々
that
も
way,
相
I
当
would
大
think
き
it
い
would
と
make a
は
lot
思
of
います
noise.
が
I haven't
少
seen
なく
anyone
と
like
も
that. I suppose I was simply seeing things.
いいえ万が一があっては困り
We
ます
can't
し
be too cautious.
今
I'm
から
going to
少
look
しの
around for a
間
bit.
見回
Thank
り
you
を
for
してきます
informing me of this. As Saint-Germain turns to leave, I speak up. Thank you for allowing me to stay here. I hope we get along. Saint-Germain turns back to me.
こちらこそ
It is of my
これ
pleasure.
からたくさん
I'm
の
sure
こ
we
と
will
を
be
共
experiencing
に
many
経験
things
していく
together
こと
from
に
this
なるの
point
でしょう
on.
から明日からまた忙しくなります
We'll have a busy day
せめて
tomorrow.
今夜
Try
は
to get some rest tonight.
良い夢と穏
I
やかな
wish you a
眠りを
peaceful sleep and good dreams. Even after Saint-Germain leaves, I stay in the room watching the city lights through the window. Maybe the air of mystery that he left behind is affecting me. When I return to the bedroom, Cece is on the bed, breathing softly in his sleep. You came back. I sigh and lay down on the bed. Fatigue begins to set in and I feel sleep beginning to overtake me. As I'm drifting away, I look out at the moon floating outside the window. What will tomorrow bring? It will likely be filled with things that I can't possibly imagine right now. I look back on everything that happened today and I feel my world rapidly expanding. My sleep is comfortable and deep. Oh, good. Blocked scene. It's just showing that I entered chapter 2, guys. Is it still? It's still not broadcasting this? It's still not showing this. What the heck? Why is it not? It's been broadcasting the gameplay just fine, and now it doesn't want to broadcast it? Are you serious? What the? Okay, hold on. Let me save this. I am so sorry, guys. Alright, let's go back to the I'm gonna save it again just to be safe. Sorry, guys. Okay, now let's try going to the title screen. There's no way that's a blocked scene. How has it been recording the first chapter and everything else, but it won't record the second chapter?
It's just that scene.
Wow, okay. Maybe if I get past this scene. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay, so Victor's just talking to me. How did his voice go? Alright, shall we begin? At Victor's prompting, I gently touch a piece of metal placed on the desk. The poison from my body begins to eat away at the metal, causing it to smoke. We had already repeated this experiment several times with different objects. This, too? Very interesting. On the first morning after arriving in SAINT-GERMAIN's mansion, Victor said that he wanted to examine me before breakfast. Victor and I are in his room. Lupin is there too. They are trying to examine my poison. Are you learning anything from this, Victor? Yes, this metal is called titanium. The alchemists of the royal city have refined it to a highly purified state. It's an amazing metal, stronger than steel and as resistant to corrosion as gold. Even so, can you explain that more simply? What he's saying is that there's nothing your poison can't melt. Am I right? Still not showing. Yes. From my examinations, it seems that the horologium in your chest is the origin of a powerfully acidic substance. It likely has to do with the fact that the horologium is a pure crystal containing a vast amount of energy. I began with a simple test. The poison is present in your body and in your skin. The silver lining is that your hair is safe to touch. Victor's smile is somewhat grim since some of his experiment was destroyed in the tests while trying to examine me. Equipment was destroyed. Whoops. Can the poison be contained? That has yet to be determined. But don't be sad, Rena. We don't have a cure yet. But we do have clues. Clues? If it is capable of melting titanium, it would seem that the poison is impossible to contain. Victor stops and smiles. And yet your clothes haven't melted. Only after he points it out do I realize he's right. My clothing is able to contain the poison. That's why I've had to wear these clothes all this time. Didn't you have several outfits like this in the mansion where you were living? I nod. The material doesn't appear to be all that special. That means that the fabric must have been soaked in some neutralizing agent that counteracts the poison in your skin. I see. Victor, I'd like to ask you for a favor. If you can figure out how it works, would you be able to make her new clothing? Why do I need new clothes? You stand out too much right now. We need to be as cautious as possible. Besides, those don't look very comfortable. Well, I can't say for sure, but I don't think that it's impossible to make new clothing for her. Rena, there is one thing that the poison is incapable of melting. What's that? Your own body. You can touch yourself without harm, right? If you couldn't, you wouldn't even be alive. When you put it that way, you're right. Your body creates the poison, but it must create some kind of antibody that prevents you from melting yourself. This is only conjecture, but the agent in your clothing is likely based on that antibody. That leads me to believe that analyzing your blood will lead to an insight as to how your anti-poison mechanism works. It's probably going to take a lot of work to unravel this mystery, but it's alright. We'll make it happen. We're counting on you, Victor. Thank you. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. It's no trouble. There's no need for apologies or for thanks. These are the terms for my staying here in this mansion. There is one more thing that I'd like to ask you. What is it? I'll do anything I can to help. I'd like a pillowcase that doesn't melt. Oh, was there a problem last night? If I turn and put my face on the pillow, the bed might melt. I have to constantly stay on my back. I'm so nervous it's hard to sleep. I can see why that would be tough. Alright, it might take some time, but you can leave it to me. Sorry to keep adding things, but can you do something about eating utensils? She shouldn't have to use something different. Lupin. None of that bothers me, but his consideration for my feelings makes me happy. It's still blocked. The stream, she is dead. I know. I'm like trying to see if I can get it to go past a blocked scene, but it's still on the same scene. Okay. I see. Once we have an anti-poison fluid, we can use that as varnish and... Right, I'll look into that as well. Thank you, Victor. Oh, thank you, Victor. Victor smiles and nods in response. By the way, Victor starts to say something, then falls silent in thought. What is it, Victor? No, it's nothing. Victor smiles weakly. He's clearly biting back something that he has to say. That's what I assume is happening. I'm curious about it, but the topic of conversation changes to something else. I never did find out what he was about to say just then. Still in a blocked scene. I don't know. Exactly, Drakir. The whole thing has been playing just fine, and then I get to chapter 2, and it's like, no, I'm gonna stop working.
What game design is called on PlayStation? But okay. to set up to block certain stuff.
I guess I don't know. I guess it's not gonna play anything else. Well, this sucks. Okay then. I really don't think it's gonna play any of the rest of the game. I don't know if there's a copyright problem. I wouldn't think there is, because it's shown everything else so far. Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and end this stream. There's another game that I think I'll try to stream. So, I might be right back. I'll have to see if it'll let me broadcast it. Alright. Well, I know you guys can't see me right now. Hold on. I can go out to the menu. And it will show my face. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see me now. So, yeah, that sucks. I don't think it's gonna let me broadcast any more of the game. So, yeah. So I'm gonna end this broadcast and see if it will let me broadcast this other game. So, okay.